former finance minister and Reserve Bank Governor Tito Mboweni will be buried in his hometown, Tzaneen in Limpopo today. Mboweni passed away a week ago at the age of 65. Now, reporter covering the funeral is Samkele Maseko, and we're going to be crossing to him now. On that note, good morning. Samkele, if you can hear me, perhaps a somber time for the nation, having lost another icon, a change of guard of sorts as well. Talk to us about his life, his times, his legacy, what's been reflected, also the order of proceedings for today.
Well, Lizo, a gallant freedom fighter, has indeed departed the land of the living. That would be Tito Mboweni, the Duke of Makgabe's Kloof, as he was affectionately known within the political circles in the country. That is where, in his latter years of his life, post-public service and post his life within the private sector, he was based here in Makgabe's Kloof, about 30 kilometers from where we are right now, at the Nkowa Stadium, where the official funeral service of the former finance minister, the former founding labor minister of our democratic dispensation, who came up with labor law legislation within the country. His service will take place here at the Nkowa Stadium. My colleague Kwazimanzi will just show you the lay of the land here at the stadium, where those who will be remembering the life and times of South Africa's acclaimed chef on X, particularly with those pilchards and with those chicken meals that he would cook here at his residence, at his farm in Makgabe's Kloof. Many South Africans would engage with him, particularly on his love for that particular garlic that would be accentuating in his meals that he would prepare. But also the number of South African political players, South African members of civil society who would go and visit him at his residence in Makgabe's Kloof. You remember the likes of International Relations and Cooperation, Ronald Lamula. I once saw the former Minister of Cooperative Governance and Affairs, and also the Governance and Traditional Affairs, and also the former Minister in the Presidency, Tzaneen Zuma. She would also, on frequent occasions, visit Tito Mboweni at his Makgabe's Kloof residence. Also the likes of Dr. David Masondo, who is the current Deputy Minister of Finance, who was pretty much seen as a protege of Tito Mboweni and that gallant generation of freedom fighters, particularly that younger generation that was ushered into the stream of government in 1994 after the first democratic dispensation elections within the country, where he was ultimately made the minister of labor within the country, particularly also in 1998, taking over the reins. 1998, 1999, taking over the reins as the governor, the first black governor of the African Reserve Bank, which is a title that he has ultimately kept with him as governor. The current service that will take place is about 60 kilometers from here. Our colleague Makgetla is currently there for that private service, church service that is currently taking place there. From that private church service, the cortege will then make its way to the Nkowa Stadium, where we're currently at, for the official funeral service, where President Cyril Ramaphosa will deliver the eulogy on the lives and times of the Duke of Makgabe's Kloof, who touched many and Alan Sandre in the political space, in the business space, in academia as well. Wow.
Well, Samkele, thank you for paying. I know that we're bringing rolling coverage throughout the morning. Our reporters are stationed in and around the country to bring you the latest as we crisscross to pay our respects to Tito Mboweni, as well as Pastor Ray McCauley, and of course the six who passed away in Kumbu on their community patrolling services.